So good afternoon students. So now we are going to see the next experiment, which is nothing but synchro transmitter and receiver. Okay. So to give introduction about synchro, so synchro systems have been traditionally used as angular position transducers and error deltas in AC position control system. By using AC servo motors, so this particular equipment is used for angle position measurement or angle position transducer. Okay. So AC position and speed control systems which employed two-phase AC servo motors. So two-phase AC servo motors, especially operating at 400 Hz, are still used in many precision low-power instrumentation applications such as aircraft. Some of the advantages of the system include small size, lightweight, low inertia rotors, and hence fast operation. Okay, and no commutator and brushes makes it more beneficial. Unlike a potentiometer or a DC motor, so these applications are however being slowly replaced by digital system using stepper motor. So instead of servo motors, so they are slowly replaced by stepper motors. A study of the two-phase phase system without doubt and important content we want to see in this experiment. Okay, so this experiment has two parts. One is to study the characteristics of transducer. Another one is to study the torque of the torque per operation of synchro transmitter and receiver. Okay, so this is the basic circuit for synchro transmitter and receiver, so which is also drawn in the kit for synchro transmitter receiver. So here there are two parts. One is transmission block, another one is receiver block. So basically these two blocks are basic servo motors whose stator conditions are given as S1, S2, S3 and S1, S2, S4. Okay, and this is the two pins which is meant for giving carrier signal to the transmitter. So as I said earlier, so this system or this kit is used to measure the deviation in angular position recorded, and I'm going to show you the characteristics of the transmitter as well as the characteristics of the synchro pair operation, torque pair operation. Okay, so we start the experiment. So initially the connections are, the carrier input is given to the transmitter block, and I'm going to measure the output between S2 and S3 point. So similarly we can measure between S1, S2, S1, S3, like that we can take different readings. Okay, so I'm going to show you a reading between S2 and S3 of the transmitter block, how the readings will look like. Okay, so here, so initially I'm going to set the rotation, shaft rotation to 0 degree. So now it is in 0 degree. You can see shaft rotation 0 degree, and I'm going to measure the voltage between S2 and S3 as 68.8. I'm going to take this reading and note it here. Okay, so for 0 degree for S2 and S3, so here it is in the previous record, it is 1 it can be of any reading. So now I have taken the reading as 68.8. Okay, so if I change the shaft position from 0 degree to 40 degree, so I can see the voltage changes from 68 to 30. Like that I will be 30 degree. Now it is, instead of 66, here it is 30. Okay, so like that for every change in voltage, every change in rotor position, I will be measuring the value of voltage to check whether my transmitter responds to the change in angular position. Okay, so now I have confirmed that using this characteristics of transmitter tabulation, my transmitter is responding to the change in angular position. With that, let me do the torque synchro pair, and for that I need to give few more connections. I will show you. What I am going to do is, I am going to connect S1 of receiver to S1 of transmitter, then S2 of transmitter to S2 of receiver, and then S3 of transmitter to S4 of receiver. So now I have done these things, and now my torque synchro, that is my transmitter and my receiver are in pair operation, and initially I am going to set. So now you can see that the displacement here is 60 degree, and for this, for the 60 degree, if I am going to, initially it is transmitter is in 0 degree. Okay, so if I am going to change 60 degree to 90 degree, the transmitter moves from 0 degree to 320 degree, 330 degree. Okay, so between 320 to 330, around 35 degrees it moves from 0, because 0 to in reverse direction it moves around 35 degrees, so it reaches around 325 degrees. So I need to record this value between the input shaft movement to this movement. So initially it is 60, and for that 60 it is, and for the 60, and if I am moving 30 degree, then the shaft rotation is around 35 degrees. So like that, for 30 degree the rotation here is 24, for 50 degree the rotation here is 44, for 100 it is 96. So there is an input shaft angle against which I have measured the receiver and output shaft angle, and using this reading I am going to calculate the percentage error between the input shaft angle and output shaft angle. So that is what you need to study about this experiment. Okay, so I said earlier, so this synchro transmitter receiver is used widely in aircrafts and many low power instrumentation applications, as well as many precision measurement applications, particularly in AC servo motor for angular position measurement. So basically it is a transducer which is used to measure angular positions. Okay, so thank you. Let us see in the next experiment. Thank you.